It's the Cable League. MTGO Show.
One Mox Emerald. In that last deck, we saw a channel going around. I wonder if we could wheel that. I kind of want to take a Mox Opal. Yesterday, I drafted an artifact deck that went south and left me hankering. Left me with a hankering. Could also take Ragavan here. Yeah, alright. If we had taken the Opal, we'd be on Blightsteel now. Since we took the Ragavan, I guess I'm on Ignoble. I kind of don't hate that. Maybe we'll do like Naya. Yeah, I really like the idea of adding either black or white to red-green. Because then you get like real removal and you can actually like kill something that's in your way. Which I guess that Grist would have been good for him. Fair enough, Ferret. Fair enough. I'm a little sleepy myself. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Yeah, Grist and Mayhem double could have been kind of cool. I'm gonna grab this Lumberjack. It's a little early for Lumberjack. He probably wheels. You would assume he wheels, but I don't care that much about the rest of the pack. I was gonna snag that one. Does anyone have an Odin 2 portal? The fuck is that? Oh, it's a video game console. I'm gonna grab this here Stomping Ground here. Maybe wheel that Figure of Fable. Friday's sleep-in day for sure. Oh, man. I'm currently planning on getting up early on Friday to co-stream the Pro Tour. I've done that a couple of times. It's been fairly rewarding. Some folks like having separate community away from the main chat. A little cozier. And then I have an excuse to watch all the coverage, which is pretty fun. I'm gonna grab this Nadu. We don't have a huge tie to white yet. Could just as easily be rug colors. Palace Jailer fits this start pretty well. Questing Beast is not a bad card, though. If anyone ever tells you Questing Beast is a bad card, slap them with a turnip. And you can consider that legal advice. An actionable call to violence intended to be taken literally. Get those turnip twaddlers out. Tonight we march, chat. Hell yeah, Ponder Putty. Rami Raid loves Pro Tour Weekend. Makes you happy. Yeah, there's something exciting about it. Pro Tour coverage, like, is definitely what got me hooked on competitive Magic. When I was a kid. A wee child. Hell yeah, Rami. Friend of yours is playing his first Pro Tour this weekend, so you're excited to watch? I mean, that is cool, huh? That's exciting. Oh, man. Stoneforge Mystic came back. We did see that 7-mana equipment going around. Maybe we grab Stoneforge Mystic just in case, huh? I don't think we're going to be a channel deck. Doesn't feel like a channel deck. And then it's between a Hex Drinker or a Hedge Maze here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Hedge Maze. Good mana is so important. Nice cromulent mana base. Maybe I'm full 4-color. Just Omnath shit. Hedge our bets. I see what you did there, Bill. I see what you did there. Oh, very fun, Salty Rutabaga. I met Bryant Cook, my very first GP top 8. Because I was GP Columbus back in 2010. God, that was fucking 16 years ago. It feels like a different lifetime. Spaloth Prime is going to play well with that Lumberjacks. I'm happy it wheeled. Looking at Fury, Breeding Pool. That's about it. Yeah, give me that Fury. Oh, wow. 2 on-color Moxen. That's a good-ass sign right there. It was fated. This formidable speaker would go well with the Bloodbraid Challenger. It could tutor up Nadu. Nadu combo. I'm going to take the Yoko. Ideally, the Bloodbraid Wheels. Can't say no to an on-color fetch. Can't say no to an on-color fetch. I'm kind of in an Elder mood. I'm going to play Omens. Well, I'll play Reflections. I'm just going to grab another fetch, I guess. It'd be nice to have another removal spell, but I'm going to grab my Still here. I think it plays well with what I'm laying down. Yeah, that Swords would solve some problems for red-green aggro. Like I said, just like getting things out of the way. We do have a Heath, and we do have a Inspiring Vantage. I'm just going to grab the Thundering Falls. Omnath in there, too. We might need Metamorph, actually, for the playable count. Love the Canal, though. Someone took a squeeb, but not for survival. I mean, there's other decks that bin things. Yeah, and I was hoping for the Bloodbraid Champion wheel, too. Oh, hey, they put Mutable Explorer in here. That's fun. The Urza Saga is kind of good with both Emerald and Ruby. Even though we don't have a lot of other artifacts. Yeah, I still can rebuy it. Yeah, Taiga's tempting, but we already have the Stomping Ground. Still no Nadu combos. Awkward. Hey, thank my Bobby. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 91 months. Mox Pearl. Oh my god. I should have been Naya the whole time. I'm going to take it over the Bristly Bill too, which would finally give me a Nadu combo. I knew if we went blue, we'd find Mox Pearl, and if we went white, we'd see Mox Sapphire. This card just does nothing, right? Yeah. Oh, Cub's here, though. Nice. Some boots. These boots got really good. So we've got the Nadu for the combo. But then there's also that Urza Saga. So the Urza Saga can find the boots, and the boots can juice up the Saga tokens. But they're also just like, you could also just not even activate and make Saga tokens. Just use it to find the boots when you've got the Nadu handy. Feels like some stuff's coming together. The 2 cards that stand out to me here are the Springheart Nantuku and the Red and 6. I kind of like the Red and 6 gives me another Fury pitchable. That's another way of rebuying lands when you're Baloth priming and lumberjacking. It doesn't just need like fetch lands and stuff, the Red and 6. It also works with discard outlets like Inti. And Springheart Nantuku gives you like a single Nadu trigger. Red and 6 can also give you a single Nadu trigger, right? Just ping your own thing. Kind of feeling that Soul Cauldron. We do need playables. Oh, maybe Cult Epiphany's better. Soul Cauldron does spread more Nadu triggers around, though. Another cool thing about the Soul Cauldron is that it's an artifact for the Saga. I think I dig it. I do like the Riddler, but I'm going to take the Lelia here. All these Moxen, we're going to power out real fast. Late Savannah. I like the Nissa. I also like the Dismember. We're pretty low on removal. I'm going to grab the Dismember. And somehow I'm like 5 playables short. I guess Cankerbloom's getting in here. I'm going to put it under the Cauldron anyway. Nadu Nantuku isn't actually a combo. Yeah, more like complements existing combos, huh? This is a 6 set of wheels for me. I like that Mutable Explorer card a lot, but I'm going to take a Brainstorm here. We have the fetches for it. We have the shuffle effects for it. It's a really nice brainstorm. So Zernor works with Baloth Prime and not much else here. I don't think we need it. I'm gonna grab Tam. We can try that out. Note that unlike Mother of Runes, Tam's not great to put under Soul Cauldron. Tam works with Nadu though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We can try this thing. Okay, now we only need one more playable. What was the win con of the Pro Tour Nadu deck again? I think they usually use a single Oracle. Or, I'm sorry. Early versions used an Oracle. Hey, we get to cut something. I think later versions would bounce all of the opponent's permanents back to their hand. And then just, like, pass the turn with a billion creatures in play. We actually have a cut to make here. I kind of dig cutting the Tam. Three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9 green currently. And Saga can fetch an Emerald too. Wouldn't take one more, but let's look at these other colors. This is 8 red, which I think is perfect. And then even though blue is low, I would love to see 8 blue here as well. I don't think we have that though. We have 6 blue. Let's go up to 7. And that's the deck. 987. Oh shit, what up? Jimmy the Beard, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 41 months. One awkward thing about this draw is that we don't have an untapped blue source for my fetch to get. We've got 2 blue duels, but they're both surveil lands. So we're going to be powering out a turn 3 Oko here. Shouldn't we try the new card? No. Card's fine. I've played it a lot in its respective limited environment. So I don't feel the need to play it just for its own sake here. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Elite Troll, thanks for the sub, thanks for 59 months. You hope my night goes well and that I open power. Well, good news, Elite Troll. My night is going well, and I've already opened a lot of power. There's 3 Moxen in this fucking deck. Cheers. Hope you're doing well, too. Have I ever drafted a deck with all 5 original Moxen? No, the most Moxen I've had in a deck is 4. And I've done a lot of drafts. Oh, love it, Simply Cole. I'm also clearly a fan, Oh, I meant to pump the food token again. Oh well. Not a bad little turn 3. Guilty wins. Alright, well, we didn't really see anything, so run it back, I guess. I don't think this deck has enough Moxen in it. I don't get an opener with all 3 and just like turn 1 to 4 drop or something. Oh, the last list do? Oh, the last list. That deck trophied. I'm actually gonna send this back. Where it's not doing anything until turn 3. A little iffy. I mean, you can surveil and try and find a 2-drop, I guess. I'm just gonna mull. And then the Foothills will go get the blue-red surveil land. Hopefully find me something to do on turn 2. The Lockmare. I guess, huh? Sure. Onslaught era elves. All I remember of Onslaught era elves was people jamming it in the affinity meta. Because using Wirewood Symbiote to bounce a Viridian Shaman every turn was pretty good. Wellwisher did rule the kitchen table. Our lunch table would always split into a pile of tribal decks. There'd always be like 3 of us playing elves and like juicing up off each other's Wellwishers and Priest of Titanias and Timberwatch elves and stuff. And then there was always a few Slivers players. It was like a... yeah. Sure. Yeah, Elephant Nail was a thing pretty briefly. That deck was sweet. Nothing wrong with clerics. Nothing wrong with clerics. People play clerics in pre-modern sometimes. I had a version of elves that I stopped playing at the lunch table because everyone hated it so much. It was just like normal elf shit, but then I was playing 4 Goblin Bombardment and 4 Wirewood Channeler. Or not Wirewood Channeler. The 3-mana 2/2 that spits 2/2 bears into play. And then I was playing like Fecundity and stuff. And I would take these egregiously long turns. And at the end of it, I would kill everybody. Caller of the Claw, that was the one. And with my Caller of the Claw trigger on the stack, I will sacrifice so that I will get 1 more bear from the ability. Fuck you, Caleb! Oh, man. They hated that shit. Is there skill-based matchmaking in Moto drafts? Everything is skill-based, even when it's not. Mox Pearl has joined the fight. You watched a Richard Garfield interview recently, and he said that Sharpshooter was his favorite card that he helped design. That is cool. My beast. Hmm. How would... Am I supposed to 9 them and let the Oko die? Probably. You're in a spot where, like, any 1-power critter off the top is also repping another lethal. I can't let Oko die. You love him. Well, I'm just giving you a chance to prove your love. So now you can travel to Hades and fight all the guards and stuff. A noble hierarch would be a lot better than this lumberjack. Oh well. What's my opinion on cum gutters? They're a little try-hard. That is a Rico of effort. Now a nice cushiony dad bod. Now that's the sexual ideal right there. Finn? Yeah, maybe Finn. Finn very obviously gives better hugs than Oko. You're not looking at this and being like, that's a cuddler right there. Damn. Hmm. Yeah, you got it. In 4 days, your streak will match how many days that I have left. Oh my. Well, watch streak tender. Been a bummer. I haven't had time to get the curator down, huh? I've been eyeing that Phoenix all game. Elk are not deer. They're pretty much deer. They're very slightly larger. Come on. Now, moose, I would agree with you. Moose are not deer. Caribou. Caribou are pretty much deer. Elk, pretty much deer. But moose are elks? No. Moose are giant elks. If elk was a creature type, they would need the... Who am I co-streaming with? Oh, it's just the word for streaming the Pro Tour. That's just what that is. The It just means I'm the jack in their stream and commentating over it. We're closer to gibbons than deer are to reindeer. Yeah, humans are gibbons. That makes sense. Thoughts on Dick Dicks? Oh, love the Dick Dick. Can't get enough. Well, looks like they got lethal here, huh? How do I add a Caleb quote? You don't. I think it's just exclamation point ad quote. What are they doing? What are they doing over there? You fool, you've only grown my Lelia. Yeah, so if they'd set a stop in the beginning of combat, they could have activated the Emperor Bones and 7'd me here. Which I think would have been better. Bye, Oko. Thank you for your service. And I actually think I want another Mox here. Three ground pounders. I need to block 5 of it. Yeah, Lelia can serve. It'd be nice if we could run that out, but we can't actually. My man is spoken for. And, yeah, a lot of draws are scary from the opponent's side. Now, Rutabaga can't even rescue Oko from the underworld. Well, it's easier than that. Because now I just have to rescue Oko from that squirrel. I mean, raccoon. That rodent thing. Much easier. The raccoon's a 7/7. I mean, how large would Cerberus be? Actually, I think we have that card. I think it's a 6/6. Oh, it is dead? Okay, cool. Yeah, when you're hoping the opponent doesn't draw a land, it's like, it's not looking great, right? Raccoons are closer to bears than rodents. Yeah, that doesn't pass the sniff test. For example, I could beat a rodent in a fight. I could beat a rodent in a fist fight. I could not beat a bear in a fist fight. And I could certainly beat a raccoon in a fist fight. Therefore, raccoons are not bears. I couldn't beat a rodent or a bear if it was the size of a raccoon. Yeah, well, the size is a big deal here. Huge deal. You said a red panda is a bear? Is it? I thought there was something different. Family Ailuridae. Subfamily Ailurinae. Ailurinae is a subfamily of Ailuridae, of which this is the only extant subfamily out of 3. It's only red pandas, but they found some fossils that has some deceased family members. Yeah, it's Ailuridae, where red panda is the only soul-living representative. Doesn't seem very bear-like. Hot diggity. Alright, chat, I need to know. Should we turn 1 Saga for the turn 2 activation? Or should we turn one this fucking Oko? I think we gotta turn one the Oko, right? Easy mulligan. I haven't posted a hand on Blue Sky in a bit. Gotta remind those folks that I play Magic sometimes. If only the Mox Pearl was on color, then we could do the Saga into it. Your turn. Springguard and Tuku on or is a Saga could be kind of cool. Oh shit, what up? Hey, on a lark, thanks for the sob, thanks for sharing the prime there. Oops. The game has ended. Well, game 3, I suppose. For all the marbles. Rich people dry their eyes with bitcoins. And they can't, like, actually cry from all the, like, Botox and stuff, so they would need a digital face to cry for them. So bitcoins make sense. Yeah, blockchain tears. The only real kind of tears, in my opinion. Well, it's not as good as our last opener, but still pretty good, I think. I have 3 mocks? No, there's only 2 here. Oh, you mean in the deck? Yeah, 3. Nice, we got our blue mana. I'll leave that on top. Got me. Take him off there. Black mana there. Feeling good about this spot. The game has ended. This is by the Oko this turn, too. Molesville. The Saga can technically give me green mana. This is a very slow hand, very slow development. Very close whether to keep this or send it back, looking for a nice aggressive 5. I'll leave that on top. Can either dash in or pitch to Fury. It makes sense with this draw. Tamio making my Ragavan look bad. I bet with Tamio around, they can actually unban Ragavan in Legacy. Not that Legacy needs Ragavan. Hopefully we can hit an untapped land here. Even better. Opponent's at 11. I guess I just go for the win, huh? Metamorph showing up again. The late game ranks were the worst thing ever. Yeah. I remember that. That was pretty miserable. You're playing this like long, grindy game of attrition, and then they're just like, oh, dash hit you. Oh, there's a ponder on top of your deck. Well, that ponder is now fucking just the best card in the universe for me. It's very rare that you would hit a real card off the opponent's deck in Legacy and not be able to use it. Because everyone's curves are so tight. Yeah, I was in the middle of retargeting when they scooped. You have to like confirm your attacks and stuff. It doesn't lock in immediately. Sure. Of course, you can kill the Strix there, but so can the Ren later, right? No real rush, I don't think. I value getting the extra card back. How do we feel about boots? The opponent has opinions. Absent, huh? Sure. So I guess the opponent's on like Esper good stuff. That one's annoying. Any changes to this version of the cube? A lot of changes. A lot of new cards. They got that one ring protection, of course. We have a Metamorph in here. Could get our own one ring going. Sure. So if you Guardian plus activate, you're going to be a mana short on activating the Urza Saga. I think we just get in with the fucking Saga token. No need to overthink it, huh? Yeah, it's just a 2/2, but then you get the Exalted trigger, and then the Lava Spur Boots gives +1. Ren and 6 can clear the Teferi. Hey, Cougs. Coog says cube. Yeah, much less than 3. It'd be nice to Ice Till and get the Saga back this turn, but I think I actually want to hold up this Glen. Ren has indeed done a lot this game. One's at 5. They got a 1 ring on 3. What's the plan here, huh? Sure. Awkward. Fair enough. Well, it's going to refresh their 1 ring and make it so I can't kill them on the crackback. Pretty good. Kitchen Finks being in the cube is wild. Yeah, so there's our own Metamorph for their 1 ring, and there's Questing Beast, which removes that. They have 5 cards in hand. Probably have a counter for me anyway, but we'll see. All right, deck, I'm gonna need a little some. Well, that certainly is something. I wonder if I'm supposed to draw. They only have 4 cards left. Probably not, hum. Oh shit, what up? Hell yeah. Thanks to the sub, Evil Baboon. And Metamorph is, of course, a creature on the stack, so they couldn't Glenelendre it. Talk the haste boot, so I can't give things haste. Teferi doesn't really stop at decking because of the abhorrent. It's like always gonna manifest dread. I think I am supposed to draw with this One Ring, which means I should have drawn last turn. Let's see what we're drawing first. So I think the Glenalendra just activates to counter the Oko. It's still a redraw. I'm just wondering if like the bestow on it from the Nantuku could bait out something. I deck them. I don't deck them. I draw a card when they counter something with Glen. Its controller draws a card. So I'd play the Oko, they would counter it, I would draw a card. And then they draw for the turn and kill me. And even if they didn't kill me, I would die to my One Ring right on my upkeep. Bestowed Nantuku is indeed a non-creature spell in the stack. That's why I was wondering if it could be bait here, but I don't think it can be. I don't think it does anything. Let's lead on this. Oculus triggers on my upkeep. Not both players' turns, not theirs, my upkeep. So they let the Oko resolve. Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff here. One of the issues is that if we're not killing them this turn, we do have to answer our own One Ring. I was thinking Kankerbloom proliferate the Oko, and then Oko could swap a Mox for the Glen, and then I'd have a flyer to block their Abhorrent, but then I still just die to the One Ring on my turn. That doesn't really save me. Also considered Oko turning the One Ring into a 3/3 here, and then like Nantukoing it. But I'm pretty sure they pulled the trigger on the Glen then. Lumberjack could jack some mana. Now I guess I see if I get an Elk or a Metamorph for a One Ring here. Oh, I do get a One Ring. Wild. Alright, now we just pass and win. Oh, I don't have the protection because it wasn't cast. Fair enough. Silly meme. Yeah, I don't know if there. I don't think there was a line for me to win here. I can like proliferate the Saga token and get an activation, but I like already have a construct. I could have drawn a card. I guess that's the idea: is you draw one card deeper, looking for Questing Beast. I don't know if I even had the mana for it there. Oh, but there's the Ice Till. Could I have stolen their flyer and then bestow the flyer? Yeah, but it leaves me with a One Ring with 2 counters on it, and I'm only at 1 life. So they just pass, and I lose on my upkeep, even if you have flyers. Swap ring. That's a clean line. Yeah, I was thinking about the -5, and I was just thinking about like giving them a tapped Mox Pearl or something. I didn't consider giving them my ring. That would have been clean. Very complicated board state there. Can't swap rings with Oko. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so they already had one, so they would just choose to keep the one. You can give them the credit for knowing to keep the one that doesn't kill them, Have a flying blocker. Oh, sure, so get rid of the one ring for their Glen to buy you the turn and win via decking. Yeah, you can't take the Oculus, but you could take the Glen. So the line is to proliferate the Oko and then swap the one ring for the Glen and have a flying blocker for one turn. You can't take artifacts with Oko, but you can gift artifacts, yeah. One's got a stupid good start for game 3 here. Awkward. People are really fucking missing this. Exchange control of target artifact or creature you control. So any creature or artifact you control, that's why it works with the ring at 4. And target creature, much more limited, right? Just target creature an opponent controls with power 3 or less. So if you're going to get a one ring for an opponent, it has to be a creature with power 3 or less. Canker destroying your own ring is not an option because one ring is indestructible. Yeah, I think the gift R1 ring and then Steel Glen was the only line. Chat really struggling tonight. It was a very complicated board state. Can I win? No shame there. Yeah, even though we've answered the one ring temporarily, I'm still worried about this whole Tameo plus Academy business. So if we metamorph their one ring here, I think that goes poorly because they just Teferi bounce ours. We're multiple time walked. So I think we just got to play the QB here and hope for the best. This is a rare situation where you attack the Planeswalker with your Questing Beast because they have protection. So then the QB's secondary ability wouldn't reflect the Teferi. Benjamin! The great Benjamin Wheeler has joined us. How was your stream? Were you cubing? I assume he was. Y'all should give Ben a follow if you have not. Obviously. QB stops damage prevention. Oh, sure. Well, in that case, I just threw 4 damage away. Yeah, that's right. At the end of the last game, we were trying to find the QB for that very specific reason. Silly me. Just answered it immediately. Did the cast the ring? Yep. Metamorph is you get the cast trigger. Questing Beast doesn't look like cube power level. Are you joking? I think that's gonna wrap it on up. Yeah, it was up to my missing the line last game. What a complex board state, though. There's so much going on there. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself for missing that one. All right, I am gonna take a quick commercial break. Gonna take a quick bathroom break.